What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Jones Edition. Thank you for tuning in to the Jeep series videos. I enjoy making these for you guys. If you haven't been caught up on this, I have a series here you can follow to catch you up. Today I'm going to be putting on my soundbar I got for $60. A really good deal on a soundbar. I've been looking for a soundbar for a long time. They're kind of hard to find. I wanted to pay a decent price for one. I didn't want to pay an arm and a leg. Hopefully this one works. He said it works, and we're going to give it a shot. The only issue I have is that the soundbar has a plug and the wiring harness on my Jeep does not have a plug. It's been cut. So I'm hoping that the cords match up and it works fine. It has a dome light built in as well. It's been raining a lot, so I got to take the top off real quick. So let's get going on this project. It's a little hot out here in the sun, so I'm going to back it up in the garage. It's a little bit cooler in there. I have a fan on. Like I said, looks like someone cut the plug off here. Let me show you the other side of the soundbar. Here's the other end. Most of these wires here have a secondary color on them, like blue, white, blue, brown, brown, blue, brown, yellow, and then there's like a pink and a yellow, which I think are for the dome light here in the middle. I have a couple diagrams. I think I took some screenshots of which speaker is which, the brown, blue, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. I think the only worry I have is trying to figure out which wire goes to which. And I think here is the pink and yellow. And I just got to figure out. These are a little different colors, but I think they match up enough where I think they'll be okay. Before I solder them on, I'm going to test them all out. I don't know if you can tell here, but this is the driver's side speaker. These two cords obviously go to this side, so my other side are going to be this blue side. This is going to be the passenger side speaker, and then I believe these are my dome lights here, since they don't have a color on them. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the way it's going to be. The soundbar is actually fairly easy to put on. There's only 4 screws. I believe it's a Torx screw. I have them here. He gave me the guy that sold me this gave me the Torx screws, so those should fit right in. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, and it just has this little foam piece here that wraps around, and then on top of that has this material piece that wraps around the roll bar and then it velcros to the underside here. But hopefully I don't mess up. I don't have a lot of slack in this line here. This is pretty much all I got. Is once I solder it on, it's gonna be nice and tight. Only got about a couple inches of play here. I'm gonna throw you on a time lapse here and then see if I can get this done. I don't want to bore you, but I'll go back at the very end and show you which lines I matched up, and then hopefully it works. Alright, I got all my wires stripped off of the insulator layer and exposed here, and I always tend to forget these heat shrink tubes until like later on, and I end up doing some kind of crazy tape job. But I want this to be done right, and I want it to be waterproof as possible, so I got those on there pretty good. Check this out, see if I can get it to work here. Yeah, so that's the pink and yellow wires. When I touch the yellow wire here, I got the pink already connected here. I'm hoping that it doesn't shock me here. I know it's probably a DC current, probably low voltage here, but I'm going to close my doors here and then wire them up. Alright, I got them all hooked up. I just tested it out and they do work. So all these are correct. So I just want to show you one more time here before I solder them up and then move on from the wires. Beating a dead horse here probably. But you can tell this one here, this is a blue pinkish going to the blue orange, a blue white, dark blue white to a light blue white, yellow to yellow, pink to pink is dome, brown, dark brown yellow to a light brown yellow, And this is like a really dark a really dark blue to a lighter dark blue, and those are all working. Now I can't tell you if it's the right ones, but I don't have like a fade or option on my radio right now, so I don't know if it's left is hooked to the right, but it doesn't really matter to me. As long as it's all working, it's fine for me. So I'm going to solder these up here. I did have an issue. I think my pink and yellow touched and it shorted out my light, and my light won't come on now. So yeah, so I think I blew my bulb or something, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But at least I know that it was working at one time. Hopefully I can get it working again. I'm going to solder these up here. Alright, she's all installed. I still need to run to the store real quick and see if I blew the bulb. I'm going to pop that out here in a second, take it over to the store. But, the only other issue is without the clip, those cords kind of ride on that top of the ridge. It kind of puts a little bit of a hump there on top, but not real noticeable unless you're looking at it, looking for it. I haven't tested it since I soldered it, but I'm assuming it works. The one on the right hand side is the dome light, and this one on the left hand side is the side marker that goes right here. My other side has been broken since I've got the Jeep, so hopefully they have a replacement bulb at AutoZone or wherever. As soon as I'm about to leave in the Jeep to test out the new sound bar, my top's off. Now I gotta take the wife's car. I'm glad I didn't take the Jeep. Alright, hopefully these work. It didn't look bad, so I don't think it blew, but maybe it did. It's not a good sign. I don't know. I'm gonna check the fuse here. Let's pop off the glove box. It's this bottom corner. If you guys didn't know which fuse, see if I can get the camera to work out. It's kind of dark in there. Let me flip the camera around. So you want that bottom right one. It says door SW defeat 10 amp. It's that one right there. So what I'm gonna do is swap out another 10 amp fuse for that one to see if it was just the fuse one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was the fuse that blew. It looks like it's cracked in half there. Alright, so I stole the airbag one for now. I won't leave it like that, and I put it into the bottom right corner, and it's working. I probably didn't need to buy a light bulb for it, but hey, I have an extra one now. I'll just throw it in the drawer just in case I need it. The only thing is, it's kind of weird. When I close my doors, they should turn off. So I don't know what's going on with that. Close this one here. It's staying on for some reason. And I don't have... I'm doing that thing where it turns on the dome light, and it's staying on. So I don't know. I might end up just pulling the fuse for it right now and trying to figure out later. I don't know why that's staying on constantly like that. It's kind of frustrating, but at least I know it works. I mainly wanted the sound bar for the speakers, but I'm going to figure out how to get that dome light fixed. But for now, looks like everything is working pretty well, so I'm happy about that. Alright, that's enough about the soundbar for now. I'm glad that's over with and that's installed, which it wasn't a very hard project at all. So if you're worried about putting on a soundbar, don't be. Even if you don't have the plugs, clip them and start wiring them together. The only thing I did was I actually had the wires exposed, touched them, and it blew a fuse for the dome light. But no big deal. I'll figure out that later. But I picked up the lights for the side markers. The other side was the one that was busted out. This whole lens was broken, but this whole lens was broken when I bought it. My neighbor behind me, he flips Jeeps. He helped me get the soft top and everything like that. But he had a couple of these smoked out lenses, and I popped them on, replaced it, and then the light. This is the first time I've seen it work since I bought the Jeep. So I picked up these here from the same guy that I bought the soundbar from, and I got a good deal on them. I think he gave me these for like $30 or $40, and they're in rough shape right now. They're pretty rusted out. I'll show you the backside. The backside's not terrible. All this is like duct tape, and I think they did that to protect the paint job on the actual body of the Jeep. But these hinges are kind of rough. I'm going to be spraying these down with some PB Blaster, WD-40, and then I'm going to completely sand these down, grind off all the paint, and then paint them myself. The other ones from Extreme Terrain just did not work out, and then he gave me these for like $20. They're old KC lights. He said they work. He just clipped them off the Jeep. They're fairly old. I think I can clean them up, paint them up, and make them look good, and then put them on my A-pillars here. And I think that's going to be better than what these will look like. So we'll see. Those might be a couple videos in the future. Those I'm going to work on probably next. I might take these and get these cleaned up soon, and then start working on a video for you guys for the hinges. I already have the Torx bolts for those, and I can't wait to do those. I appreciate you guys watching another Jones Edition video. I enjoy making these for you guys. I've been doing a lot of videos on Jeep stuff lately, and this is kind of like a good hobby for me right now. I enjoy it a lot. Kind of keeps me busy. We were going to buy a storage unit last week. They went way too high for what they were, so hopefully I'll be getting a storage unit soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep on working on the Jeep for you guys, and stay tuned. Thank you guys for all you guys that have subscribed, liked, and comment on the videos. That helps me a lot, and it encourages me to make more videos for you guys. So thank you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.